Your next author is seldom seen outside the forest of a mountain range bordering several Slavic countries. Known in her native land as the Hag of the Highlands, she is here tonight to share a series of cautionary tales. Please welcome Baba Magda.
Hello. My name is Baba Magda. You may know my more famous cousin, Baba Yaga. I am Forest Hag, here to talk about tech-tubers moving from city to forest and driving up rent prices for cottage. I understand capitalism makes it very difficult for everyone to find happiness in cities with the crowding and the pollution and McDonald's and high cost of living and sidewalk trash. But I am here to give you fable that show moving to middle of nowhere is not the answer you seek. This is for your benefit and have no ulterior motive. Rozumiesz? Dobrze, okay. First fable. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Patricia from American suburb whose parents come from old country. She never spoke language or understand any of custom outside of holiday tradition, but for some reason constantly fantasize about living in Highlands, even though her parents come from capital city. After college, she decided to take a gap year before graduate program to visit the homeland of her parents to live out crazy fantasy. What is the worst that could happen? Her parents, they find a relative who find her cottage in the Highland mountain. She take Rosetta Stone course on the 8-hour plane ride and sleep in a 3-hour car ride and 2-hour sleigh ride to the mountains. To Patricia's sadness, she finds that cottage has no running water, no heating, and worst of all, no pretty lace curtain for photo. It is barren shack with cold wind whistling through chimney. Her linen skirt and cotton eyelet puff sleeve blouse packed in her wheelie suitcase do nothing save her from cold. Unfortunately, relative from city already depart for holiday in spa resort town 2 hours away, and Patricia is left all alone in chilly forest. But Patricia began cottage life just like she seek. After 3 days of making photo of cottage life to post to Instagrams when she get reception, Patricia's phone dies and she realizes that she forget solar charger on the airplane. So with all time and no electricity, she begin to seek firewood and food other than pickled beets left behind previous renter. She gathered twigs to start fire, but the fire constantly go out, so Patricia learned to take bigger pieces of wood on her walks, where she also take mushroom and berries and roots. Since Patricia's phone is dead, she cannot see guides on phone for gathering food in forest, because all booking cottage are language of her parents who only taught her curse word by proxy. She had no Google Translate and cannot read very important book, Mushrooms of Highland Forest. She think to use pickling solution of beets to preserve her gatherings. Patricia not understand that once seal is broken, bacteria's growings in food. When her relative check on Patricia after spa holiday, they find her perished from botulism and poison forest mushroom. This is depressing end for a girl named Patricia. Second fable. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Agnieszka who lived in American city all her life. She has successful job and plenty of money, but no happiness. She travel and go to hikings. One day, she decided to sell stock and move to yurt in forest. She write on Instagram that human always mean to be in nature and that she is aware that not everyone's so lucky, but she must do what is best for mental wellness journey. And she, saying her privilege out loud, absolve herself of guilty. Agnieszka go to live in yurt in remote forest. She has solar panel and internet and communications. On Instagram, how grateful she is with the birds giving her concerts, nature giving her gourmet snacks, and of course, the gourmet organic protein-rich meals delivered by sponsor of Instagram post. But no one sent her message because friends make resentment of Agnieszka and followers just like post without making comment aside from so beautiful. This is my dream. And at Sandra5938, is this the kind of place you were talking about? Of course, Agnieszka is depressed without meeting friends for brunch or getting Amazon delivered in 2 days. One day, out for a walk, Agnieszka thinks she hears something. She followed the sound deeper and deeper into the forest, and she find a clearing. And where she see old man sitting on stump. "Come closer, my dear," old man say, and he beckoned her. "Are you like one of those hermits or something like this?" Agnieszka asked. Old man laughed and he say, "Something like this, but I am so hungry. I have been looking for rabbits all day and I see none for my stew. Do you have any food you could spare, old man?" Agnieszka has backpack with trail mix and protein bar and berries she picked on her hikings, but scared of being killed by stranger with rabbit cudgel in the woods, she lie and say, "No, sorry, I left everything back in my yurt." Old man frown and get up from stump. Agnieszka see his skin look like tree bark. And when he stretch his old bones, it sounds like tree branch cracking in the wind. His hair look like old moss hanging from twigs. "It is a pity not to share what nature has give to you," he say, and he vanish into the woods. Agnieszka tried to go back to yurt, but she find part of the forest she had never been to before. She get lost, and she walk, and she walk, and she walk, and in hysteria she no pay attention to ground and trip on tree root. She twist her ankle and cut her leg. Night falls on the forest, and the smell of blood draws a wolf pack to Agnieszka. She is easy meal. Old man, who was a leshi, the old spirit of the forest, he find Agnieszka corpse and take chocolate protein bar from backpack. He laugh and say, "If you had only shared, you would have seen you were only 5 minutes from stupid yurt." Rescuers find Agnieszka and bill family for expensive rescue mission. This is the depressing end of Agnieszka for her disrespect to the leshi. Last fable. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Lukasz. He is popular photographers on internet, always using old camera. One day, Lukasz decided to take small holiday to mountains. He tell many followers he has enough of making photo of gas station and parking lot and naked woman in apartment and want to make photo of nature. He take big, heavy camera, many roll of film, beer and hot dog. When arriving in camping center, Lukasz is exciting to make photo. So he take beer and camera in backpack, thinking he will return very soon. He leave trail of beer can to help him find his way back to car and make photo of the forest. As the sun sets, Lukasz find a beautiful pond and he see a naked maiden bathing in the water. The light hit her skin so beautifully, he cannot help himself. He make photo without her permission. The woman hear the sound of ancient camera and she turn around. Oh, sorry, I was not making photo of you. This is just a nice scene here, Lukasz lied to the water maiden. She smile and laugh and motion him he come closer. Look, that's okay if you make photo of me. I'm very flattered, she say. Lukasz blush. Can I make more photo of you? You are very beautiful, just like model I make photo of. Water maiden laugh and say yes. Lukasz come closer and closer, making picture of nude pond maiden. Why don't you come into water? It will make for a beautiful photo, very original, pond maiden say. Lukasz, afraid of expensive camera, wait on the bank. I'm not so sure, he say. Water maiden laugh and she say, I always see photo like this have many attentions from followers. It is very original style. Lukasz remove backpack and wade into the water. Oh, frightened kitty, how can you make good picture from there? Water maiden say. She swim further into the water and stand up in the middle of the lake. It must not be so deep, Lukasz think, and he go to his waist. She swim to him and put arm around neck. When Lukasz feel the edge of the floor dropping away, pond maiden throw her neck back into laughter. Ha 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 ha! Lukasz see her face again. It is terrible with green skin and sore. Oh, she pull his heavy camera down into the water. She make pretend it was shallow, but it was actually very deep. The pond sprite, a rusalka, take him lower and lower into the water. Even if Lukasz could swim, he could not escape force of rusalka pulling his heavy camera. He drowned. This is the depressing end of boy named Lukasz after meeting evil water sprite rusalka. So, here you have 3 fables on danger of forest. Look how nice city looks now. No matter pollution or traffic or slow tourist on sidewalk, it is safer to live in the high-rise. If you seek cottage aesthetic, please put on frilly dress and shop at local flora market. If you are not raised in forest, you should go to hikings and stick to trails or camping sites and leave cottage to us hags and fairies and witches and ogres and trolls and leshy and rusalka who lure men to death with nudity. This is the end of my careful tales for displeasured city dwellers. Thank you very much.